welcome to the first edition of AUS Student Biz, the student-based business portion of eNews MCM. I am Eldahshoury, and with me today is Zhora Al-Queri, a senior journalism mass communication student here in AUS. Zhora, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
I know what it's like to be a student, and it's pretty hectic, but besides that, you own a business. So it's a lot of responsibility. What exactly is your business?
Basically, it's a confectionery business run from home. Mm-hmm. To begin with, it's the sweets. That's what I started with. I designed the flavors and the colors itself of the sweets. And then I spoke to the manufacturer in Ireland, and he mass-produced them and sent them over to me. Mm-hmm. Apart from that, we also have my menu, which is desserts, and these I made for you today, which you must try.
Thank you.
These are just one of the many things that we have on our menu. We started that.
Wait, what is this exactly?
Okay, so this is a red velvet cupcake, and it's just normal red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. Lots and lots of calories, so you must enjoy. Yeah. Again, it's just one of the things off our menu. I do so many other things, I should say. Chocolate cupcakes, carrot cake cupcakes. Usually what people ask for are the red velvet or the meringues that we make. But saying that, the menu's still broadening because I'm still experimenting and pushing my talents a bit further.
Do you make these your own recipe or?
Chef never tells. Yes, they are my own recipe. Usually you start off with a basic recipe that you learn from your granny or something. But these are just kind of an experiment, and then they turned out the way I wanted them. So you just kind of throw everything in the pot and see what happens. So yeah, my own recipe.
That's good. And these candies, so what is the process that it comes from, like all the way from Ireland to here? How is that procedure done?
Well, it's a 2-month process, but when we were starting off, it started off in the summer. It was basically me sitting at my kitchen table in Ireland and my granny telling me, why don't you open a sweet business since you love it so much? So I met up with the manufacturers and I told them what I wanted and what kind of sweets I wanted, and I wanted to be very traditional.
And this was, when was it again?
This was last year.
Last year, so it's been around a year and a half.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had him make the sweets and everything, and then the designing process of the bags and the labels. Actually, a student from AUS is my designer.
Oh.
He's also a mass communication student, Mohamed Al-Mahiri. So if you need a designer, definitely go to him. So he did my labels and he designed my logo and everything. Very, very grateful to him. So after we had that done and we had the bagging process done, then we were ready to go for
That's good. But how do you manage it? Like, I know what it's like to be a student. I barely have time to look in the mirror. How do you manage it all out, being a student and being the owner of all this?
Well, I'm very, very grateful to my schedule. Basically, if it's not in my black book, it's not happening at all. As for the sweets, we have a mass produce of them, so it's not a problem. If people want to order sweets, we can just get that out to them, no problem. But concerning the baking stuff and the desserts, my rule is that you have to order 3 days ahead. It gives me time to put it in the books, to get the ingredients, and to make it. Also, I don't make anything less than 12 pieces because it would be literally a waste of time. But saying that, for the candy, it's fine. Great.
Okay, what inspired you to do all this? What motivated you?
As I said, the sweets probably came from Granny. She just kind of pushed me in that direction. But baking I've been doing since I was very, very young, and it's just definitely a passion.
It's a natural passion.
Yeah, I cook in general, but baking's just
desserts. You just love it.
I just lose myself in the kitchen, upside down.
What kind of previous business? Like, who are your customers?
It started off as word of mouth, and the first customers I had were probably friends. Family and friends of friends. Then we attended 2 events at university. We participated. We did National Day and Global Day, and practically everybody bought, which was very, very good. But saying that, it was just the sweets at the time that we were selling last year. The sweets were ordered from all parts of the UAE, for Zhora Al-Aini, and a lot of the customers were locals themselves. But saying that, a lot of expats bought. Irish people bought because they just wanted a little taste of home. And considering the baking, which only I started this year, you could say, I've had people from all over ordering from me. the most major one that we had was an engagement, which took me 3 days to finish.
Wow.
Very, very the baking process was fine. It was just decorating, intricate work and this and that, which I slaved my friend to help me with. But yeah, it was just that, basically.
And so you're satisfied with like starting it and now and everything's going smoothly?
I would love to make more, but it's just fitting it into my schedule in the senior year as well. But so far, alhamdulillah, I'm very, very happy with what I have, and hopefully in the future I would love to be a pastry chef in Paris. So if I have that kind of experience behind me, maybe I could push it a little bit further.
Well, Zhora, it was a pleasure having you here and a delight. We here at eNews MCM wish you all the luck in the world.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to stay tuned into next week's interview for AUS Student Biz.